Alright, Schlockmeister fans, a re-review from my previous channel. This is a comedy from the early 80s. If you had HBO, you probably saw this movie 40 times back in the early 80s. It's Going Ape. Let's check it out. The movie starts off with a funeral for a circus man.
Of a beautiful girl wipes off her tears with his shirt.
Tony Danza is his son. He left the circus. Dad never forgave him.
Foster, the plaid sports jacket would have been much better. Love, Max.
Trusting him with my 3 most valuable possessions.
What? To him? What?
For bequeath my only son, Foster, my entire estate of $5 million.
His girlfriend Cynthia is not too pleased.
Be happy, Foster.
Will you stop? I told you, it'll just be until I can figure out a way to change Max's will. Oh no, the others are bigger. Be advised that if for any reason any of the orangutans should get sick or, God forbid, die, you will forfeit the inheritance, and the entire $5 million will go to the Zoological Society.
Danny DeVito plays
Laszlo. You can't open it in the morning. Love Max.
He kind of comes along with the apes.
How dare
The Zoological Society wants that money,
such a thing.
so they want this guy to shoot or kill the apes.
Almost have ears.
What grimly
Right away, one of them gets a temperature, or pretends to have a temperature.
Temperature's 117 degrees.
Foster, that's impossible. He'd be dead.
Why don't you?
Some mafia guys get involved too.
I'll make it $5.
Who Laszlo likes.
Woman without some hardness and no money.
Shut your furry face.
See?
So the mafia guys are trying to kill the apes.
Give me a hand over here. Give me a hand.
Good, huh?
They're trying to put some gas into the apartment, and they break into the neighbor's apartment, who happens to be well, the nitrous oxide does get in the apartment, and everybody gets silly. But the hose also gets turned around.
The brand and just to knock one of them off. They can't give you the chair for killing a monkey. That's not it. Listen to me. If it's do it and split just like we planned.
So now they're trying to just simply kidnap one of them.
No one seems to like you. Yeah. Plus they don't want that. No. That's the one we don't want.
Okay, where are they?
The zoo people.
Who are you?
You don't have to worry about that. Where are the apes?
They're gone. The police took them. Find them. Find them! Hey, Jules, you? No, come on. You're Max's dearest. Come on, Jules, don't do it. You can have the money, all of it, I swear it.
But they all manage to escape. Then we get some slapstick chasing. They somehow end up on a hospital gurney. And then total chaos. We got the zoo guys, we got the mafia guys. And then it's rescue time. before he can get sliced up, he turns it off himself.
Rusty puppy.
Haven't you learned by now, silly? They're gonna be fine.
The movie ends with the apes driving off in the cop car. Alright, a review from the living room tonight. So, let's talk about this movie called Going Ape. Now, like I said at the very beginning, this is a movie that, when I was a kid, it was on cable a lot. And we had HBO, Showtime, and the movie channel, and this thing played all over the place. And being a young kid with a young kid's mind, I thought this movie was fantastic. I watched it over and over again. Every time it was on, I watched it. So I've seen this a lot. Now, I haven't seen it a lot, like over the last 25 years or so. I've seen it a few times here or there. But it doesn't quite stand the test of time. However, it is still kind of funny, and it is very, very nostalgic for me. And I do remember there are certain lines of dialogue I remember. There's some lines of dialogue that are just dumb, but it's just a fun movie, in my opinion. I like, Danny DeVito's character of Laszlo. He can't speak doesn't speak English at all. I don't know what the hell he's speaking, to be honest with you. He does speak a couple lines of English, but he has this other foreign language, and it's funny the way he says things. The plot here is Foster, played by Tony Danza. His father dies, and his father was in the circus. His family was in the circus. Now, Foster left the circus because he didn't want that to be part of that life. So his father dies, and he does leave him something in the will. Tiga, Rusty, and Poppy, the three orangutans. The only catch is he also is going to get $5 million from the estate. But Tiga, Rusty, and Poppy have to stay alive. They can't be injured or sick or anything like that. Otherwise, if they die or get sick, all the money goes to the Zoological Society. Now, the plot is flawed a bit because, how long do they have to stay alive? It's never really said. It just basically says, if they die, you're in trouble. So, next thing you know, there's some mafia guys involved trying to get the apes. The Zoological Society wants to kill one of the apes so that they would lose all the money and they would get the money. So it's just basically a series of slapstick events that happen throughout the film. Ultimately, near the end, all the bad guys get caught. It looked like one of the apes was going to get killed on this. He was on this beam that was going to go under this saw blade, but before he got there, the ape actually turned the machine off. So even though he would have been rescued anyway by the good guys, they all showed up. Nonetheless, he rescued himself. And the last thing in the movie is the apes and the police car taking off, and then all the good guys following them, Laszlo, Foster, and the two ladies, Foster's girlfriend and her mother, actually, played by Stacey Nelkin from Halloween 3, and Jessica Walter played the mom. So, anyway, that is Going Ape. Now, for whatever reason, this has never been put on DVD by Paramount. I don't know why. There's no, major music in this movie. It's got some decent stars, some cast in it, and it was kind of a well-known film. I don't think it did very well at the box office. I don't think it was very well received by the critics, but this is a fun movie if you're a kid, because I was one at one time. I still am at heart. And I like this movie quite a bit. So I try to revisit this one every few years or so, and I did watch this a few years ago, and I watched it again today, because, damn it, I wanted to, and I like it. So here you go, Going Ape. I will leave a link to the VHS tape. I do have the pre-recorded VHS tape, which is where I burned this from. I burned a DVD-R, made some box art. I've had this box art for quite a few years, actually, now. And last I saw, the VHS tape was getting a little pricey, like $40 or so, maybe even higher than that. I don't know, but find out when I put that link there. But anyway, check it out. It is a fun movie. I do recommend it. In fact, it actually might be streaming on YouTube if you pay for it. I think Paramount has it up there to pay for it. I'm not sure. Last time I looked, I think that was the case. But anyway, check it out. Going Ape. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments. Watch it. Bye.